Okay, I want to explain something here. This is my desktop. Yes, yes. I'm doing some scripting and some other stuff. And I was interested in looking at Incredible Hulk 171. The reason I wanted this issue is because I had this particular book and record set from Power Records. Okay, so I'd like to get 180 and 181, or if the story continues in 182 or 172. I'm sorry, 170 is 171, 172. Um, I would like to get this as well, but I want to get 171, which is a reprint from that issue. Okay. Now, my comic shop is just ridiculous anymore. Okay, they're charging for not only for the price and shipping, no free shipping, by the way. Um, there are some Power records as well as Peter Pan records I wanted because I've had those in my collections and a lot of them are out of stock here. But it'd be good to get them from here rather than find them somewhere else. So let's go to Amazon first, and this issue is crap. It's the only one on Amazon. You can't find a lot on Amazon because people on eBay are not honest sellers. And the reason I say that is because if you look to the comic book price guide of the current version of the Overstreet comic book price guide of 2014-2015 and go to where I'm at right now is 163 through 176. In near mint condition at 9.2 is only worth $26. Okay, and that's probably one of the reasons why this is listed as $3. It's poor condition. Okay, so I wouldn't even buy it from Amazon right now because of the grade that it's probably in from the seller, who I wouldn't buy this from anyway. Now let's go over here. Now this is a CGC item, which is a comic book grade guaranteed company or whatever. And I just absolutely despise the mummification of comic books. You can't pull them out, you can't read them, and it gives the impression of, well, why isn't that what comic books are for? Is to read them, and to take care of them carefully because they are paper, and most of them are made from inner newsprint. So you should take care of comics and be able to, read them properly. If you're going to collect comics. But this is the issue I was interested in from Power Records, because I had Power Records, but I was interested in getting this. But the CGC prices are just way out of proportion. They're ridiculous. They're, CGC doesn't allow for the slab to have an opening where you can pull it out and actually look at it. If you put something in an airtight package, it will decay, but it's not entirely airtight. It's just mummified, so you can't get at it. It's basically something you would put like Golden Age comic books in, or silver, or low grade, or not low grade, but high grade key issue, Silver Age issues in. That's what you would do that for. Nothing else, because you can't read it. I just despise this pricing system. This is just ridiculous. $188. Let's look at the calculator here. Okay, this is 9.6. Okay. New mint 9.2. So if it's $250, which is absolutely ridiculous. I saw another issue that was ridiculously overpriced. I can understand that it costs money to get CGC slabs, but for an issue like this, it's really unnecessary to charge $250. So $250 plus plus 0.25 for boarding and bagging, non-CG, well this CGC, minus 0.25 plus 4.99 for shipping at lowest possible rate. It's $254.99. Now let's divide that into $26, which is the actual price of the issues, and this will complete a story from 163 to 173. So it goes into it nine times. So they're charging 9 times more for this book than it's actually worth, just because it's CGC, and it's ridiculous. So let's look at 188 plus 4.99 for slow, say snail mail, divided by 26, which is the highest grade. Let's say it's 9.6. 7 times. It goes into it 7 times. So it's 7 times higher to pay for this price than it is buying it outright without CGC. It's just ridiculous, the nature, I'm trying to find certain issues on here that are not CGC, and they're just outrageously ridiculous. This is a pretty good issue because this here is an issue of Betty Ross turning into the Harpy, which she was later cured of, but then she became the Red Hulk later on in Marvel Universe. So let's go over to eBay, and we've got just variable prices. None of them are CGC except for one. This is $283, $212. 9.6, both 9.6, but it's a seller's preference, but that's not the price. It's just fucking ridiculous. 283 divided by 26, which is the real value of the comic book. So the plastification around it doesn't make any sense if you know how to take care of comics. 10 times above the actual amount of the value of the comic book. That's just ridiculous. For this particular comic book, I can pay for lower grade here, but it's still ridiculous. That's why I don't like CGC, and I never did, and I never will. If I get a key issue in for a CGC copy, I would definitely leave it in the slab, but it's just ridiculous, these prices. Here's one for 2034. 2034. That's lower than the actual value. So it's 4.5. So 4.5 is between 4.0 and 4.0 or 6.0. That's, looking at the guide here. $6. $6 to $9. So he's charging 4 times more than it's actually worth. We don't have to calculate it. So these people are buying their asses off. CGC has done to the market. They've ruined it. Um, and to me, I would put CGC comics in there, but it doesn't match the comic book price guide. And it should match the comic book price guide because it's ridiculous. The way these sellers out here are just doing this, trying to make buku bucks off an issue that isn't even a key issue. And it's beyond, you know, um, buying and selling. It's pure greed, you know. I mean, if you look at the CGC, all it is plastic. Okay, it's just for saving the issue for future reference, and that's it. You know, the thing is cracked. You can see it's cracked right here. You know, why would anybody in their right mind do this? I don't know. But you go back over here to my comic shop. They've got a whole bunch of consignors that are really stupid and out of proportion. This isn't even a key issue here. The person's charging $219 for a book that's less than $20. That's $175. I still got the price guide in my hands. It's still worth $26. Come on. It's ridiculous. This might be worth something because it's the first cameo of Wolverine. And Wolverine is character 180 and 181 are highly valued comic books. I can see the reason why for that. But once it's CGC, they charge way above the actual value of the comic book. 1,749 CGC. Let's look at that. First appearance of Wolverine. 180. Brief appearance of Wolverine. So that's the actual appearance is 180. 450 in near mint and $2,000 in near mint. So that's right on target. But this is close to 5.5, which says okay, we keep losing track here. Only worth $600. So this is the ridiculous nature of CGC comics. Although there are people out there who enjoy this kind of stuff, it's just disgusting, what they've done to the market. And I, for one, think that they should be sued for some reason for doing this. It's crazy. Stick to the price or don't be selling. So that's one of the reasons I'm beginning to dislike my comic shop is because they keep putting these CGC items out, and I can't get specific issues without having to go through CGC crap. This says $165 for CGC, but it's only worth $26 in lesser condition, so I can get a better issue. I mean, you can find deals, but the truth of the matter is that it's bullshit what CGC has done to the comic book market. And tell me if I'm wrong. Something just needs to be done about it because it's crazy. And you fight tooth and nail with people that want to keep that and say, oh, it's okay to do it. When in reality it still doesn't match the comic